So, here we are in Deuteronomy chapter 26, harvest offerings and tithes. When you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you as a special possession, and you have conquered it and settled there, put some of the first produce from each crop you harvest into a basket and bring it to the designated place of worship, the place the Lord your God chooses for his name to be honored. Go to the priest in charge at that time and say to him, with this gift I acknowledge to the Lord your God that I have entered the land he swore to our ancestors he would give us. The priest will then take the basket from your hand and set it before the altar of the Lord your God. You must then say in the presence of the Lord your God, my ancestor Jacob was a wandering Aramean who went to live as a foreigner in Egypt. His family arrived few in number, but in Egypt they became a large and mighty nation. When the Egyptians oppressed and humiliated us by making us their slaves, we cried out to the Lord, the God of our ancestors. He heard our cries and saw our hardship, toil, and oppression. So the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a strong hand and powerful arm, with overwhelming terror and with miraculous signs and wonders. He brought us to this place and gave us this land flowing with milk and honey. And now, O Lord, I have brought you the first portion of the harvest you have given me from the ground. Then place the produce before the Lord your God and bow to the ground and worship before him. Afterward you may go and celebrate because of all the good things the Lord your God has given to you and your household. Remember to include the Levites and the foreigners living among you in the celebration, which this year is the year of the Jubilee. Every third year you must offer a special tithe of your crops. In this year of the special tithe you must give your tithes to the Levites, foreigners, orphans, and widows, so that they will have enough to eat in your towns. Then you must declare in the presence of the Lord your God, I have taken this sacred gift from my house and have given it to the Levites, foreigners, orphans, and widows, just as you commanded me. I have not violated or forgotten any of your commands. I have not eaten of any of it while in mourning. I have not handled it while I was ceremonially unclean, and I have not offered any of it to the dead. I have obeyed the Lord my God and have done everything you commanded me. Now look down from your holy dwelling place in heaven and bless your people, Israel, and the land you swore to our ancestors to give us, a land flowing with milk and honey. A call to obey the Lord's commands. Today the Lord your God has commanded you to obey all these decrees and regulations, so be careful to obey them wholeheartedly. You have declared today that the Lord is your God, and you have promised to walk in his ways, and to obey his decrees, commands, and regulations, and to do everything he tells you. The Lord has declared today that you are his people, his own special treasure, just as he promised, and that you must obey all his commands. And if you do, he will set you high above all the other nations he has made. Then you will receive praise, honor, and renown. You will be a nation that is holy to the Lord your God, just as he promised. Hey, thanks. Hold on just 1 second. And now, we just got this quick little study here. Express gratitude to God and your friends. We can pray, Father, I praise you for the goodness and grace toward me. Help me to always live out. This is in reference to verses 1 through 15. Father, I praise you for your goodness and grace toward me. Help me to always live out an attitude of gratitude before you. We can observe after the Israelites occupied the promised land, they were to respond to God's gifts of rescue and land with offerings from the first yields of their harvest. They were to bring these offerings to the place of worship and present them to the priest. The priest would set them before the altar of the Lord, and the Israelites were to bow to the ground and worship out of gratitude for all the good things God has given them. We can interpret, we are called to honor the Lord by expressing our gratitude to him through generous living and verbal praise. While it is tempting to take our salvation for granted and to feel entitled to the blessings we've received, we must not neglect to express thanks to the Lord. Romans chapter 1, verse 21. As we reflect on God's goodness, may our hearts be stirred to worship and to give freely back to him. We can apply this and commit to change. In the margin, make a commitment to express gratitude to God through worship and generous giving. Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 10. Overcome obstacles. In busyness, stress, or a spirit of entitlement, is busyness, stress, or a spirit of entitlement distracting you from expressing gratitude to God? Journal how you plan to overcome these obstacles. Chapter 26, verse 11. What other courage steps will you take to express your gratitude to God? Listen to the word. Listen to Deuteronomy 26 and reject the worldly lie that you should follow your heart and do what feels right. Replace it with the truth that your heart is deceitful. You are called to obey the Lord. Obedience honors God and protects you and others. See also Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19 and Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 9, which is our study for chapter 26 in Deuteronomy.